Hey guys, what's up? It's CJ back from CTG Gaming. It's been a little while, but here we go. My first multiplayer battle in Total War Warhammer. I was controlling the Orcs against Chaos. I'll quickly give an overview of my army. So I've got 5 Doom Diver catapults, 4 Savage Orc Arrow Boys. I've got 2 little Goblin Archers. They are point makeups. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Black Orcs. And leading the charge, I've got 3 giants, the Arachnarok Spider, and I have got Azag the Slaughterer flying his dragon thing. So that was a pretty cool army. The idea being that I don't know, because I was versing Chaos, I was sort of sit back with the Orcs, which was an interesting tactic I was going for. Okay, over to their army. They had a slew of Chaos Warriors, with great weapons, a couple of chosen halberds, chosen with great weapons, chosen with halberds. He had a couple of heroes flying there. I don't even know what these things are, but they look pretty cool. And he had one Archon the Ever-Chosen at the back, and he had a Dragon Ogre Shoggoth over there. I didn't even notice this thing over here at the start of the battle, but he also had some Marauder Horsemen, which would cause some havoc for me because I didn't even know they were there. So here we go. I'll play the game. Let's get things underway. Let's see it from the Black Orcs perspective. Ooh. I like how the Black Orcs look nice and ready. Whoa, the Doom Divers. Boom. So this was pretty exciting. It was my first online battle that I've had so far. I've been enjoying playing as the Orcs. I feel like they're quite a tactical race. They've got a lot of options. Whether you want to sort of go down the route of the giant monsters or army and weapons. They've got some good siege going on. So at this point, my plan was just to kind of pepper them. Do as much damage with my Doom Diver catapults as I could. Get them weakened up. I noticed that he was running his Dragon Ogre Shoggoth around here. So I tried to remaneuver some men. Little did I know though that his Marauder Horsemen were on their way over. They weren't even in my vision, so. Now he's got his hero over here already, taking on a giant and my hero too. He's pretty crazy, so he was very, I guess that's how you gotta be with Chaos, so you can't really sit back with him, you gotta charge him forward, so. Yeah, those Marauder Horsemen are coming around. Still, again, at this point I had no idea they were even there, so. His Dragon Ogre Shoggoth is well and truly here. Whoa. And those Marauder Horsemen, here we go. I'll give a bit of a slow-mo just so I can do an overview. So at this point he's decided that my Black Orc's probably pretty strong compared to his Dragon Ogre Shoggoth by itself, so he starts running it in to cause some chaos. The front line's getting closer and closer. This guy's just running away. Boom. So this guy's pretty giant and pretty crazy. Very damaging. He's got Marauder Horsemen here, which I believe he put into melee mode, so they're just charging in against my Doom Divers. That said, at this point in the battle, my Doom Divers have kind of done pretty much a lot of the damage that I was hoping that they would do. So a charge like this, although frustrating because it was into the Arrow Boys as well. Oh, would it be the end of me? I'm not sure. Let's hit normal play now and keep going with this battle. So they were all in here. My Black Orcs are pushing the front lines along with my Giants. Man, this Arachnarok Spider is just the best. So tough. Does so much damage, and you get little gobbies firing down from the top of it there as well. So this is when they run their halberds in. Good tactic against the giant creatures. They are powerful against them. Black Orcs are very strong. So So cool front line happening over there. Back here, it's just a bit of a mess, but the Marauder Horsemen were fleeing from memory, just because they had low health. The Ogre Shoggoth over here is still doing quite a bit of damage to my men, but he is on half health already, so... Giants wandering through the battlefield. He's kind of holding some men back here, which I didn't really understand. All he was doing really was weakening the chances of the unit that was fighting most of my men, so... I don't know if that was the right move for him here, but that's what he was doing anyway. Oh, I'm about to launch my swirling vortex. Oh. That is a damaging move, it must be said. And it looks pretty awesome too. So my giant's here just kicking some butt by himself. Oh no, you bit his head off. That is awesome. I kind of forgot about my hero here, and he was down fighting some Chosen with halberds, which wasn't the greatest option, because he did eventually just die there. My Arachnarok Spider is still going strong. Some of their units are breaking now. Their Ogre Shoggoth back here is nearly dead from memory at this point. Yeah, and he's breaking. So that was well maintained. Thankfully I kept some Black Ox back there to deal with them. The Marauder Horsemen are coming back. I'm trying to regroup my Doom Divers. So the battle was really going my way, and then, my hero died, and suddenly morale lowered across the board. I still slightly had balance of power at this point, but he was holding quite a few Chosen units back, but the Doom Divers were back. It's pretty exciting. Like, multiplayer is a lot more exhilarating than just playing the campaign. Like, I know the campaign is very long term, whereas multiplayer, it's like these kind of battles seem really, I don't know, even more important than defending a castle for some reason. It's like, I must beat this other anonymous human that I'm versing. So look at that. Chaos Warriors taking on the Black Orcs. Chaos Warriors normally look pretty fearsome, but compared to these bloodied Black Orcs, I think I'd rather be on the side of the Black Orcs. Especially when you got this giant Arachnid Spider just walking through everyone. It's pretty awesome. Again, that's just what I like about the Orcs, is they've got that tactic of, you know, you want to go giants and monsters, go giants and monsters. You want to go range, go range. You want to be a rush army, take some boar boy biggins and, you know, do that. One thing I don't like though about the Orcs, which I found that they have, is quite a weak morale, especially once their leader dies and there's no one sort of pushing up on them. So here we were just finished, I think, taking out more or less the Marauder. Oh no, I was still... These Marauder Horsemen were causing a bit of strife for me with my Doom Divers, but I was more focused on the battle that was happening up front here, because I think that was where it was going to be won or lost, rather than just with a squad of... So I'll give you more of a tactical view of the battle and run you through what's happening. It's kind of a mess at the moment. You've got some chaos breaking, you've got some my men breaking as well. It was kind of more of just to try and follow them around and target the units that had a lot of health and still a decent amount of morale, especially over here down the bottom of the screen. I'm really in a second start trying to deal with these Marauder Horsemen so that I can bring my arrow boys up, because more and more of my men are starting to flee. My Arachnarok Spider's sort of chasing them away. I've got a couple of units of Black Orcs that have got a pretty good amount of strength left. I'm a bit 50-50 at this point, but I know that once I get my arrow boys in there, yeah, they've already come in, they've already started breaking down the morale of the Chaos guys here, and already the balance of power is starting to shift in my favor. Numbers wise, you can kind of tell that as well. I've got a lot of men still left with some morale, but he's regrouping over there for a final stand. But first we got to take care of the men over here. He's still got Arcanon over here, casting his spells, charging into battle. Pretty sure he just hit his own men there. Nevertheless, look at that. Fat tummy jiggling around. Yeah, the Ragnarok spider's still alive. My giants did really well this battle. Like they all stayed alive. They did a lot of kills from memory. Yeah, so I've got the horde sort of like, well, the horde's running, but I've got my army sort of pushing up now, trying to just deal with them. I had a unit over here of Black Orcs. Honestly, when you're in the heat of multiplayer, sometimes you can just, forget about the little men that aren't there, right in the midst of it and have run away. That's nearly a full squad of Black Orcs over there. But anyway, this is the final push over to his men. I'll walk with the Orcs. And around the Ragnarok spider, look at that. Blood covering its face. And they just broke from the mere sight of that giant ass spider. So that was that, and I was pretty pleased to have won my first multiplayer battle. So we deployed 1,300. We only lost 500, so we had 892 remaining. That's a pretty good result. A lot of those were probably Arrow boys, but still. He deployed 1444 and lost more than double what we did, so it was clear why he lost. So let's have a look. Who got the most kills for me? We got 93 with the Doom Diver Catapult. Where's my Ragnarok? Ragnarok ended up on 71. Not too bad. Giants 81, 61, 38. The Black Orcs 95. Those Black Orcs, man. I'm never not taking them in battle. They're awesome. The Arrow guys didn't get many kills, but they're better at breaking morale, and Azag died pretty early on, so can't blame him for getting only 34 kills. On the other hand, there, Marauder Horsemen, 115. That's because they were just hassling my Arrow boys at the back, and that one dragon, Ogre Shoggoth, as well. Did a good job, but man, their Chosen performed really poorly. As did most of their other infantry units there. So I guess that was their demise in the end. And it was a great victory for me. If you enjoyed this video, I'm looking at doing some more multiplayer battles, some even bigger. If you have any suggestions that you'd like to see for custom battles, feel free to comment. I'm happy to put something together for you. If you've enjoyed the video, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, leave me some feedback. I'd be happy to hear it. Until next time, this is CJ from CTG Gaming signing off.